Okay, I'm here. Are we good? Hi, my name is Manisha Dayaram, and I'm the Chief Commercial Officer at Devmark. My role is quite varied and quite broad. Obviously, I work on business development, but also on project assembly in terms of putting our projects together so that they're ready for launch. I also run all of our marketing activities, both on the Devmark corporate side, but also oversee Freedom, our marketing agency. You know, branding is so important because ultimately real estate is a business about people. And I think when people are looking to invest in real estate, they want to invest in something that has a connection to who they are and what kind of lifestyle they want to lead. So when we look at branding as far as real estate projects are concerned, we understand the impact of that storytelling. We understand that people have to desire the project that we're presenting to the marketplace. And that really extends to everything about it, from design, architecture, location, amenities that are available in the community, the layout of the apartments, your views. It really extends into a holistic experience for the buyer. So it's very, very important that the brand matches who we believe is the target audience for a project. Well, Dubai's real estate market is incredibly competitive. So I think that strong branding has such a huge impact on not only the desirability of a project, but also the saleability of a project. Ultimately, it really comes down to storytelling. If people can connect with the message, if they can connect with the unique selling proposition of a project, then more likely they're going to have more interest in getting to know the project a little bit better. You know, branding is more than just a logo or a typeface. You know, we really think about branding from everything that's involved as far as the customer and buyer experience is concerned. So that journey that they go through in terms of understanding who the developer is, you know, where is the project? What does the project have to offer? And how do they interact with that project? Is there a model? Is there a show apartment? Do we have the materials and the finishes and the specifications really clearly laid out so people can really understand what they're investing in and what they're buying into? Well, branding, again, really comes down to your message, right? I mean, we can always make something look great, but ultimately I think what comes through is that story. And I think that's what human beings resonate with. I think that's what human beings want to see. They want to see a connection. They want to believe that what they're buying into and what they're investing in has some connection to who they are as a human being. And so that's what I really think is an essence of a great brand. Obviously, we really believe in simplicity at Devmark. You know, we don't like to overcomplicate things. We want to make sure that we really pull out the key messages that are important to communicate to the marketplace. You know, and there's some key sort of truths in terms of how you communicate real estate marketing in Dubai. Ultimately, what we want buyers to understand is location. We want them to understand why they should invest in a certain developer. We want them to understand the quality of the product, and we want them to understand the lifestyle that's associated with that product. And so that's sort of the basis for how we put together our project brands. Lately, we've been working with developers to really develop their corporate brands as well. What we've started to understand is that most people are now really quite discerning in terms of what it is that they invest in, and they want to know the people who are behind the project that they're buying into. So it's very important that it's not just about the project, but it's also about the developer. It's about the people who are bringing that project to market. And I think that as a combined story makes a huge impact in today's market. I mean, we have done some phenomenal work on all of our projects, but I think one that really sticks out is the project that we launched on the Palm Jumeirah called Mansio. Mansio was a really interesting case study for us because it was actually part of the Accor brand. It was House of Originals, so there was already an existing brand. However, we really didn't feel that that was going to resonate with our target audience. So what we did is we left the House of Originals brand as the Accor brand that was overseeing and managing the project. But what we did is we created a new lifestyle brand to add on top of that, which was called Mancio. And Mancio was homegrown. We developed it in-house. We did everything from the brochure to the fact sheet, the floor plans, the video, the website. I mean, it was all created by Freedom, our in-house marketing agency. And that brand just took off. People loved it. Combine that with the Palm Jumeirah location, combine it with the phenomenal views that existed on site, the lifestyle of living in a hotel, residential apartment, having the restaurants, the pool, the beach, and then having this very young, fresh Miami vibe. It just brought everything together, and it was a huge success. As far as real estate branding and marketing is concerned, really and truly the sky's the limit. I think now more than ever, technology and AI is doing a lot to help push that envelope. But I think ultimately what it really comes down to is bringing that brand and that project to life by using wonderful sales tools such as a sales experience center, making sure that you've got phenomenal 3D visualizations and renders and CGI walkthroughs so that people can actually feel what it's like to live in that project. Utilizing drone videos and drone photography to showcase the views, making sure that project films and video content is top of mind. And then creating a strategy that allows you to talk to your customers well after the project is sold out. So, you're basically creating a track record for yourself as a developer or as a marketeer that when you launch your next project, people are already plugged into your community. I think really real estate is all about building community. It's all about really focusing on, what you're offering to your customers in terms of value add and making sure that they understand that. So as you develop a track record in the industry, people know that when they buy into a certain project developed by a certain developer, that there's a standard that they're going to expect no matter where that project is. I think there's a lot of developers who've done that very successfully in Dubai. Yeah, we believe that branding adds value to the bottom line. We absolutely recommend that developers take branding very seriously. It's something that we offer to our developers in-house, and there's a reason for that because we know that we can maximize value for developers if the branding and if the sales tool and the customer journey is done right. So it's super important for us to make sure that we've got that marketing part correct, because it makes that entire sales program that much easier. Especially when you're selling property off plan, marketing is such a huge piece of the puzzle. It's so important to effectively communicate what you're selling because, quite frankly, it doesn't exist yet. It's going to come in 2, 3, 4 years. So how do you develop that trust with buyers? How do you differentiate yourself? Really and truly, it comes down to marketing. If you're interested in learning more about Devmark and everything that we do here, give us a call at 800 Devmark.